All the information about Laura, just like you asked.
Fine. Mr. Boyd, please write for Mr. Fry on this envelope and drop it in the mailbox across the street.
Wonder how that damn Mr. Fry is gonna get an envelope out of the mailbox.
Talking to yourself, Mr. Boyd? And we thought we'd have to catch you at the police station. But it turns out Jack Boyd has come down to meet us personally. Do you know why we're here, Mr. Boyd?
I don't even know who you are.
My name is Eugene Chaffee. I'm a businessman. Rather, a restaurateur. Although I usually tell everyone I'm a businessman. Which sounds better? Businessman or restaurateur?
Oh, I think I've heard of you. You have a restaurant and a slaughterhouse. And you serve refried veal steaks.
I thought it was time we meet, Mr. Boyd, and my friend here. I believe you're already acquainted. His name is Troy Starr.
Never heard of him. So what do you want, Mr. Chaffee? Looking for a spokesman for your beef products? I recently changed my image and my hair.
Eugene and I really want to help you, Mr. Boyd. Although after our phone call, I've had my doubts. I was making love to my wife, and you called me and told me to fuck myself. That kind of behavior is rude and inappropriate, Mr. Boyd.
I didn't mean to offend you, Mr. Starr. Just thumbing my nose at that prick mayor of ours. You keep making love to your wife, or did I ruin the mood?
There's a nice cafe around the corner. Spare us a couple of minutes of your time, Mr. Boyd. So, Mr. Boyd, as you may already know, the official job of my old friend Mr. Starr is to cause trouble for you. But believe me, it's not out of malice. It's to maintain his cover at City Hall. But to somewhat balance out this trouble, I've decided to help you out. Every day, pay close attention to your morning newspaper, Mr. Boyd. You'll find messages hidden among the pages. Simple notes, but make no mistake, the information you'll find there is extremely useful. You see, Troy Starr isn't my only spy. Keep in touch, my dear little cupcake. Oh yes, I'm quite good at puns.
Never imagined what meeting Robespierre would be like. But I certainly didn't figure the first thing he'd do was buy me a drink. Getting them to serve a beer at a family cafe? And this Robespierre has some strange superpowers. Strange, but not entirely useless.
Mr. Boyd, you don't know me, and I suppose that's just as well as for what I do. You probably wouldn't approve, so I won't trouble you with any unnecessary details and get straight to the point. For one very specific, let's call it an operation, I need 3 dead police officers, 1 female, 2 male. Race and age do not matter. I'll return in a couple of days to collect bodies. We wouldn't want them to start decomposing. What's going on, guys? ZombifiedGamer here, welcome back to This Is the Police. I did a bit of research to try and figure out a bit more about this hidden message, and I found out that the thumbs up and down are supposed to be my rating towards City Hall Mafia and the police station. But they don't actually have information on the police station yet, so they can't tell me what my standing is with my officers. And obviously the phrase at the bottom is just telling me that I'm now going to have to do something for them because they've provided this information. What that is, I don't know. Freeburg abandons drinking fountains. Senior citizens empty pharmacies across what? Bike ride in the city centre. So kind of boring headlines. I drank too much, I don't think I can hold it together, can I go home? Yeah. My friend crashed into someone's car at an intersection and is in terrible panic, can I help her out? Sure, but come tomorrow. Too tired, I don't care. You've been boozing, I'm gonna fire you. Okay, let's go. Blues for Mr. T. How much did I get? £2 is that it? For automatic weapons, that's as much as you're gonna give me. That's fucking terrible. Right, let's try find the boozers and fire the bastards. Because you can't come to work drunk. Simple as that. Let's replace him. There we go. The bus driver just called in reporting that a group of teenagers were running down the street, throwing stones at the shop windows. The man told him to stop, but for his trouble, he was struck in the head by a rock. Them damn kids. Seriously? It's just a couple of kids, it can't be that bad. Some items went missing at the home of Veronica Long, items worth over $10,000. A friend and I were sitting together in the evening drinking wine on a lark. Clara said we should try on my jewels. We had fun putting on rings and necklaces, trying different things together. And then we set everything back in the box. My friend went home and I decided to look at my jewellery one more time. That's when I noticed 4 rings were missing. I was literally wearing them an hour ago. They are very expensive and have been in my family for generations. Sounds like your friend likes them a bit too much. The police have arrived at Clara Long's residence. Her husband opened the door. She shot a look at the police and ran away down the hall, but soon returned and sat on the sofa. Okay, it's a bit random. Just be calm with them. And now sell her jewellery. Because I need money. A theatre director called in reporting that one of the young dancers had locked herself in a dressing room and wouldn't respond to the knocks at the door. I don't have the strength to break down the door and I'm afraid the girl might have done something to herself. She's very upset to learn that she won't be among the principal cast in the upcoming premiere. My god. Jack, we have something going down today at the jewellery store at 19 o'clock. We wouldn't want any policemen crashing the party. I think $2,000 would be enough. Well, it's something, at least. I've just got to remember not to do anything this time. Port officers opened a container and instead of cement, as specified in the documents, they found boxes of very rare, expensive alcohol soon after an SUV approached the place and 3 armed men got out. Screams and gunshots were heard. That sounds lovely. Our officers broke down the door and found the dancer had simply fallen asleep. Well, I hope they slap the dancer for making me waste my time. Come on boys, hurry up. You need it on a big case now. Something really important. And there's the jewellery store job that I've got to ignore. Guards at the jewellery store detained a man who had quietly pocketed a necklace and several golden rings. This scumbag is acting all offended and refuses to turn out his pockets, said the store's head of security. Come sort this out yourselves. I can't. Because I might get shot. See, I can't now anyway. I don't have any officers to come collect him. Whoopsie daisy. Thank you for doing as we asked. Here's the amount we agreed on. More like the amount you stated, not what we agreed on, but okay. Obviously he escaped because no one went there. Can you hurry up with the thing, please? Because we've got another job to do. There's another big one. Come on. Oh, alcohol. Let's fucking sell that off. Now, speed back. Please. That's good, we're actually getting some stuff now. Okay, I won't be able to do this one, but at least we can see what it was. An obese woman wearing a bunny mask entered a boutique and told the saleswoman to put all the money from the register into the sports bag. When the clerk laughed, the woman wearing a mask pulled a gun and fired into the air. Another customer at the store whispered from the dressing room. Besides the money, she also wanted a red dress size XL. Okay. Yep. Now they're all back, let's send them all now. Whoops. Can't do that. I was just about to go into my investigations, but now I can't. Wonderful. Garbage collection fee increases 25%. Didn't they already increase it not that long ago? Freeburg hockey team on strike. 3 months no pay. Christ icon discovered in foundation of Buddhist temple. Okay, City Hall hates me but the Mafia likes me. Still no word on what the police station are thinking. Never look a gift horse in their mouth. Or are you saying it's going to be like that?
What's this, Martin? Think that'll cover breakfast?
Good Lord, Jack. You should knock.
Don't worry, Martin. I don't care what kind of business you're up to. Although on second thought, scratch that. I'm very interested in your business. In fact, that's why I'm here. You have a lot of connections?
Depends on what you need.
I want to keep my job. I've got another 5 years in me at least. I want to prove my dismissal is illegal. You know someone who can help?
Jack, are you sure you want to get involved in this fight?
Martin, let's not,
Got yourself a new toy?
Oh, you noticed, Martin. Just like a teenager, always on the move. Yeah.
Hello. Is this Mr. Boyd?
Last I checked, who's this? And where did you get my personal number?
When you work at the prosecutor's office, it's not too hard to find someone's phone number.
The prosecutor's office? Just a second. Martin, out. I need to take this.
But Jack, it's my office. Okay, I understand. I'll go grab an ice cream. As for your little problem, Jack, I think we can work something out. Give me a couple of weeks.
Weeks?
Jack, what you're asking is...
Yeah, okay, I get it. Now get out already. I'm sorry, what did you say your name was?
My name is Lana Berman. I'm the deputy prosecutor of Freeburg. Well, one of the deputies. Not even the first deputy, to tell you the truth.
How can I help you, Miss Berman?
I don't know how to say this, Mr. Boyd. You see, Mr. Boyd, I'm in line to be the next prosecutor of Freeburg, and apparently that's happening quite soon.
Soon? Shia Broom was just re-elected for a new term.
Yes, but she'll be resigning in February. She's suffering from a heart condition, so she's chosen a replacement to carry out her term, and she chose me. You have no idea of the scandal, Mr. Boyd. I've only been at the prosecutor's office for half a year, and she chose me. It's incredible.
That really is unbelievable, Miss Berman. But what's it got to do with me?
Well, I understand how this call would seem strange to you, Mr. Boyd, but Mrs. Broom said she said that you have a lot going on, but you're the most honest official in the city. And if I really want to change the city for the better, and I swear that's what I want, then I should meet you.
I'm afraid Mrs. Broom was exaggerating.
Oh, believe me, Mr. Boyd, Mrs. Broom is not one to exaggerate. I'm sorry, Mr. Boyd, I need to run. Do you mind if I call you later?
Do I mind? Let me think. No, I don't mind, Miss Berman.
Thank you, Mr. Boyd.
Look, Percy, I don't care if you was up all night reading a fucking book. You can read the rest of it after your shift, okay? I think I forgot to feed my fish back at the house. Can I have the day off? No. Up all night, couldn't sleep. Now I have this ringing in my ears. Can I take the day off? No. My friend just crashed into someone's car at an intersection and she's in a terrible panic. Can I go help her out? Fine. We have a star to give out. Stripe, I mean, not a star. Let's give it to Yancy. Please be advised that we're unhappy with the efficiency of Freeburg PD. We're cutting the department's budget. Fuck you. Out of fire. Which detective came in drunk? Do we know? Yeah, screw it, I'll just get rid of him, because he's the lowest ranked. So he's not very good anyway. Jack, I thought we had an understanding, but your lack of respect is making me think otherwise. Remember, we don't treat our enemies with kind gloves. Don't make this mistake again. What are you on about? I did everything you wanted. Give me more money. I want money. Please. Noise from a garbage truck woke up a vagabond who was sleeping on a nearby bench. The homeless man became angry and went to scold the truck's driver. A fight soon erupted. I need more officers for Shift B. Shift A is covered quite well, but Shift B's got barely anyone on it. Jesus. Jose Momar reported a run-in with a pickpocket at the park. His wallet was stolen along with some documents and an expensive watch. I'm sure it was that red-haired brat. He was rubbing all over me. Sitting quietly on the bench is a red-haired guy who fits the description, but in the distance there's a woman struggling with a young man in a hood, shouting and clutching her back. Well, surely you should go to the woman who's getting mugged then. The guy in the hoodie notices the police and tries to escape. He stumbles on several wallets and a piece of jewellery comes tumbling out of his pockets. Shoot him, yeah. That's what the police do in America at least, just shoot. Don't ask questions, just shoot. Although they don't use tasers, do they? Hello, I was contacted by a lawyer named Donald Horton Jr., who told me some wonderful news. It turned out I'm a distant relative of a Nigerian prince who recently died and he left me $15 billion. I only need to pay $20,000 in gold bullion to an open account to receive the money. But I noticed that the lawyer carries a pistol, so I decided to play it safe and call in a police escort to make sure everything goes smoothly. You're not that fucking stupid, really? Surely. You're not a fucking relative of a Nigerian prince. It's one of the easiest, most obvious scams in the book. Come on. Phyllis Emery is clearly beside herself. This jerk took out his crooked dick in the middle of a crowded bus and started to poke me with it. God, it was so disgusting I screamed, and several of the men on the bus grabbed the pervert and wrestled him to the ground. Okay. So I take it he's under citizen's arrest then. City Hall had a wall repainted by some hooligans. If the police can't do their jobs by a timely manner and send these criminals to prison, they can spend their shift cleaning the wall. Well, I don't have anyone to send. I've only got one guy you want to, so fuck off. I'm not allowed to just let them wait for a few seconds, like calls for some reason. Oh, we have Varga's mansion unlocked now. Didn't even realise. What can he do for me? Nothing special. Let's check my investigations real quick. Okay, nothing new there. That can really fix anything. One at a time, please. An eyewitness saw a man in a pickup truck cruising down a road, stopping at every parked car and siphoning off the fuel into spare tanks he carried in the back. The passerby went up to him, but saw the guy had a gun and ran. Another one, really? Come on. An elderly man called the station in a rage. I went to the drugstore to buy a hearing aid and some pain reliever, and then the guy behind the counter tried to sell me cocaine. This is not going well, because I've now got 2 other things to do, and not enough officers. Shit. The suspect has been sighted. He's squatting down next to someone's car at the hose in the gas tank. The other end of the hose is in the suspect's mouth. Apparently he's trying to siphon fuel. He sees the police, quickly pulls a gun from his rear holster. He shoots wildly and misses. Shoot him. Shoot him dead. If you open fire, I'm going to open fire too. An armed man entering a publishing office and demanded a copy of the novel by writer Ivan Bjovic, which had just gone to press. That's not really important. The old man has a hearing problem. The pharmacist was explaining that the old man's Vidicon prescription has expired and has mistakenly heard something about cocaine. Well then. Thanks for wasting my time, old man. Alarms are coming in from the Hell on Wheels motor show. Eyewitnesses report that a group of attackers broke the window, ran inside, and stole 6 luxury cars. According to one onlooker, they all drove off in the same direction, so you should be able to catch them all. If only that was possible. At least no civilians were killed in that one. During a performance, someone began shouting racist speech at a black singer, and then fired several shots from a pistol. The room descended into a panic and everyone ran for the exits. A passerby reported a dark sedan speeding through red lights, swerving from side to side. He's got to be drunk or stoned. Just thought you would all want to know. Maybe he's both. No new frames. Come on, I need new frames. I don't have what I need yet. Same with you. You didn't even need backup, you fucking liars. A police cruiser caught up with a sedan, which is swerving dangerously all over the road. Okay, I doubt telling him to stop the engine will do anything. Try rhyme. The sedan suddenly turns into an underground parking garage. Block the exits. Okay. I don't know what civilian died, but there you go. Let's sell some more shit. Well, I'm going to leave this episode here. Leave a like and enjoy watching. Don't forget to subscribe and goodbye.
You ain't scared. Yeah. Things that go bump in the night. Me. I got a zombie army and you can't harm me. Yeah, who do, bitch? Drink blood like a vampire without warning. Who do, bitch? Stand up. Hide your kids, grab your wife, better get out of sight. Who do, bitch? Let's go.